down. I was still signing.
Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick it away to get this game going. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Breaking free at the 35. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that one is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They've got him at the 48, and that's a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
That game makes it 2nd and medium.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
The sure hands, it's Clemens. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wolverines. He just sprints into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's an option look. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They'll try the option play here. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes him pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The Ducks come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Hands off to the fullback. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 14, Michigan 7.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Motion now from the tight end. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. No huddle here for the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Give it to the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back. Pass is caught. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Oregon 17, Michigan 14.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd
Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the option play. Powering through. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Gets some space around the 30. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Can he reach the end zone? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on the run.
The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Extending the play now. Oh, and he fumbles. And the offense recovers the fumble. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going.
Number 16 set to kick this one away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 45. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines move into the red zone. There's the handoff.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw now on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Gets into space at the 50. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. All day to throw, finally lets it go to the left side. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They're going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker down, so hold everything. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Quarterback operating an empty set. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up.
Oregon 31, Michigan 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Running through the tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. They're trying to run it with the option. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the second down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And then first down, right back to the running game. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Wolverines! That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman, nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
Intercepted by Michigan. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Escapes the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout, 24 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Lion. Go. Tuna. Timber. Acorn.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's picked off in the end zone. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a
GG's, my boy.
small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.
Oh
and
my
this has been
God.
another presentation of EA Sports College Football.